noches. This is Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie is sleepy. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that right now. But Lisa Marie, she gets pumped up when I'm doing these things, so we don't go for it. It was, "Are you serious about manifesting?" Because sometimes we think we're playing. We're playing with ourselves and the universe. And you know what? It's actually, there's fun required in manifesting, but you got to take it a little bit more seriously. And I was thinking about, I don't know what, something propelled me to say this. I was thinking, you know what? Are they tuning in because they'll be inspired and they'll hear some good things and they'll get excited? Or are they tuning in because they that? Do you really believe that you can go? Or do you just see it as something that's kind of like a fantasy, or something you would like to do one day? It sounds good. Because if you don't feel like you're not already there, if you don't see yourself there, then you're not going to be able to go. And I just wanted to say that to you. If there's always this competing thought sometimes, not everybody. It's either I really want it and I know I can have it, or it would be nice, maybe I could have it, or I probably won't be able to have it. And what you start doing, which is probably going furthest away from actually getting what you want, is you'll start saying, well, you know what? Again, I said this last time. If not now, maybe later. I don't have to go this year. So remember when a sister asked, "Would you?" Let me help y'all with this. And this is not to call anybody out, but a sister asked on my video. I think the last video I did, just talking about manifestation. You had asked, is it going to be available next year as well? Is 2020, or is the Ghana trip coming? Be careful of putting your good in the future. Be careful of delaying your good. Because a lot of times when we do that, it's like we're not believing that the manifestation can happen now because we can't see it. And what I'm doing these live streams is to say, forget later. Even though I understand, the sister, you had a goal and your goal is a physical goal, and that's smart. And I like that the goal based on something that you know that you think you can't do right now for a very good reason. Sometimes we'll put the goal in the future. But even that, even if you are not physically fit, even if you know that you have another obligation, or you believe, or you promise somebody something else during that time, if you really want it, the thing you really want is going to take precedent over the thing that you thought you should do, or the obligation, or the thing you need to do. You have to trust that the universe is going to actually work it out for you. So for those people who are not going for lack of, because of physical reasons, or think they're not going to be able to go, for those that think they're not going to be able to go for lack of financial reasons, for those that don't think they're going to go because they have another location, or another place that they, or another obligation, I'm going to challenge you more than anybody to believe that you're still going to go. Because if you can manifest when you believe that there's other things that you have to do, in other words, if you can manifest while having other manifestations, then you actually got this thing. Because the creator says everything now. Everything can be created now. I would rather have choices and have to turn down one good thing for another than have none at all. So the fact is, don't do that to yourself where you already have a prior engagement. So therefore, I can't manifest this, because that almost starts to become an excuse as well. The mind is a very amazing, beautiful, and sometimes tricky thing. We have such good reasons of why we can't, and we don't have enough good reasons of why we can. And we got to start finding reasons of why we can go. So this is what we're going to do tonight. I want to make it just a tad bit more interactive for those that are joining in. I want to say thank you. Estoy cansada, definitely need some rest, but I'm going to keep this going. The better always helps. I want you to write down 5 reasons of why you can go, not 5 reasons why you can't. And then that's all I want you to do. This is the simplest exercise. I want you to write 5 reasons why you can go. And it could be from spiritual reasons to physical reasons to, it could be, I've always wanted to go. That's why I can go. Because I saw it in my mind already. That's why I can go. Because I already bought my dress, or my plane ticket, I already know what I'm going to wear on the plane. That's why I should go. Like, why should you go? Put that together. Give me 5 reasons why you can go, not 5 reasons why you can't. This is gonna change the game in manifesting everything that you want. So y'all, let me say this too, because I'm like I said, I need some rest. I've been working all day, and I should have took a nap, but I didn't have any time to do it. And I wanted to say first, I want to give thanks and praises to this amazing woman that I live with. Her name is Marlene. Marlene feeds me so well. The pampering and the love that I'm getting, because I just need to talk about that before we get into this class, or it won't be no class. The love and the pampering that I get is so unbelievable. It's the manifestation really beyond my dreams. It's interesting. I agreed to be with somebody, and one of our agreements when I first got here was that he would cook all the meals. And it's interesting. I feel like I almost compromised. So listen to what I'm saying, because I'm teaching today, yeah, like I do. I almost compromised my soul for the things that I like that was comfortable, because I'm at the point in my life that I just don't want to cook ever again. Like, I don't want to cook anymore. Like, I don't want to cook, and I would love not to clean too. That would be a beautiful thing too. And I want you to call me when dinner is ready. Like, the kind of person I'm in, that's where I'm at in my life. I used to cook a lot for my daughter. I used to then make a lot of raw meals. When I was raw those 8 years, I was always in the kitchen standing up. I want healthy, amazing foods, but I don't want to make it. If you get me in the kitchen, I'm going to be making juices, but I don't want to make it. If you get me in the kitchen, I'm going to be making juices. If you get me in the kitchen, I might make a salad. Like, I'm so about, I could be raw. If nobody was here to cook for me, I'd probably be totally raw, and it'd be the simplest raw food, and I'd probably be missing some important food groups, because that's just not about it. Because I know who I am, and when you know who you are, that's when you can have everything you want. Most of you are not even admitting who you are, your lifestyle, or what you want. You're still going for what you used to getting, what you think you could have, but you're not asking exactly. You're not, first thing I do is state who you are. And be honest about it, and who cares what other people think. So I did that, because that's the thing. We tried to guide the station. We tried to mold the manifestation. We tried to even make the manifestation. We don't allow it to happen, because I had to, yes, okay, he made the meals, but like, I mean, at what cost, and how much was I putting in? How much was I giving mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, in other ways? With a woman who loves to cook, and she cooks from her heart. She doesn't ask me for a dime, and I give her, I contribute, but she won't ask me for a dime. She loves to knock on the door and say, I got something for you, Lisa. There's dinner waiting, there's lunch waiting, there's breakfast waiting. Y'all know every time I do the live stream, she brings my tea. I don't ask, I don't even know she's going to do that. Do you understand? You get what you want in a way better than you could think. So don't connive or don't put up with things in order to get something else. You know what I'm saying? Some people will be like, I want that ticket. I'm going to sleep with Boo Boo. Okay, even though I don't like Boo Boo, and I told Boo Boo I wasn't gonna look at his button, I wasn't gonna call, I wasn't gonna see him, but I want to go to Ghana, and I need I need at least $4,000. I need 4 G's, so I'm gonna go hang out with Boo Boo. And the universe is like, see, nah, you don't even have to do it like that. I got you in a way that is better. I sit here, I'm in my room, my own room. Did I say that? I got my own room that nobody bothers me. I do my work here. It's light and airy. She comes in, she cleans up, she changes everything. Like, what? I'm trying to tell you, manifestation real and direct. And I came up here, I'm relaxed, I'm calm. It's a beautiful neighborhood. It's so safe. Like I said, the people, like I said, I don't know if anybody gives Hadabakoa this name, but I keep saying, I'm going to call it the city of class, the city of classy people. Out of all the places that I've been in the Republica Dominicana, Hadabakoa is that place where people know how to treat you. People know how to act. People know how to respond to you. People smile. People are loving. People are kind. But it's a classiness that I love here. And she's a reflection of that. So don't you think that somewhere in my soul, in my cipher, in my third eye, in my mind, that I asked for this? And the universe said, see, this is what we ask, and then we try to create it. We ask, and then we try to create it. And the universe is like, no, I got you. If you get out the way, I'm going to let this manifestation clear faster, quicker, and more right than anything that you did that you can conceive, or even be contrived. No, kind of make happen, force. The things that you force when you ask for something, and then you think about how it's going to come about, and you start to devise a plan on how to do it, it never works. This is such a pleasing, relaxing environment. Did I, on some level, ask for it? And I probably did because I had such contrast. Yes, I had my own space that I rented, but it was stressful and it was always a problem and it was always arguing. It was just ridiculous. But yes, somebody was cooking my meals, but was that what I wanted? If I had let the Creator do it in the first place, I would have been probably surrounded by more instances where it was loving and kind and very truthful. It's an amazing thing. Like I had to stop. Like that woke me up. Like I just finished eating. That's why I'm sorry. I had sopa. She made two sopas, which is soup. She made coconut rice, arroz, de coco. She made two versions of sopa. I mean, ensalada verde. Like even my daughter, like we were sitting here like, yes, get your life. We got it going on, okay? And I just want to give thanks for that moment. I manifested this. I manifested this relaxation because before I wasn't as relaxed. I mean, I had a good time. So don't get me wrong, when I first got here, it was fun. I think about it often, all the great times I had, but there was something around it that wasn't truthful. This is truthful. But maybe because I wanted what I wanted so much, Station. If you are on it too hard, if you want it too much, if you just don't let it breathe, does it slow down the manifestation? Absolutely. Not only does it slow it down, because it might not even be about the speed. Does it slow down the manifestation, or is the manifestation distorted? Because I think that the manifestation is distorted. It's like you want it, you ask for it, you almost believe you can have it, but you really don't. And so you get it in a way it's conditions, it's not true, it's not giving, it's not from the heart, it's a bargaining tool. This woman wants nothing. I did actually give her something for having my daughter stay, feeding us 50 meals a day, and taking us all over the place, and being kind and loving, and talking and giving us. This woman spiritually heals me. This woman mentally heals me. This woman physically heals me. I mean, what do we need? Like, what do we need? Like, I manifested a perfect manifestation. I got so much quiet and peace that yes, it's interesting. I'm not near the beach. Like I talk about what I want, but sometimes you could have something so great, but because you didn't believe it could be perfect, you didn't believe that it could be better than what you ever thought of and what you asked for, somehow there's always something going, I got this, but I got to deal with this. I got this, but I got so much of this. This is a wonderful manifestation. So I think like this telling you how I'm living in República Dominicana is everything. Like it's interesting. I didn't get to know Harabacoa in the same way. I think before, it's probably when I came before I was a student. Today I'm coming, when I'm here this time in Harabacoa, I am her friend and she is mine. You know, she shows me what true friendship really is. You know, she's the most loving soul that I actually ever met. And actually, I met so many. I've always had women in my life that, at least one, I think about my raw food teacher, Mama Carmelita Taylor, another love manifested her. I turned raw, and that's when me and her became friends. And let me tell you, sometimes too, the places where the goodness is coming from, the places where the manifestation will show up, is the oddest places you do not expect. You know how I met my raw food teacher? I have to tell you this. The man that I was seeing was cheating on me with her. But she didn't know because he told her we wasn't together. And he told me, of course, they were just friends. And he was cheating and had the nerve to introduce us. And after a while, she was innocent, older woman like me, a little naive, and I was too. And he kept trying to put us together for whatever crazy reason. But we wanted to be best friends, and she wound up teaching me raw foods and making foods for me. She would bring me foods every day. I would take her shopping because she didn't have a car, and she would bring me foods. And it was and she had that genuine, beautiful heart as well. You know, I manifested that because I decided I wanted to be raw, and I wanted to be raw, and nothing was going to stop me. I didn't look at how expensive it was. I don't remember that, but although that was a big conversation, I'm sure I didn't look at that. I don't look at things that go against one. I don't look at things that tell me I can't have it. I only look at things that tell me I can. So I never looked at the price of the expensive almonds and all the supplements and the maca powders and the cacao powder. Y'all know that stuff, especially back in the day, and it still is. I just knew that this is my life and this is what I wanted. Even when I turned vegan, I didn't think about it or going organic in foods. Like people are like, they used to say to me, Lisa, isn't organic food expensive? I don't know anything else but. So the price, I can't compare it to nothing because I don't get non-organic foods. I only know organic foods. And so my mind can manifest always what you want. Your mind can always get you what you really want, you're going to get. I want organic foods, and even on my very limited budget, so to speak, or fixed income, if you will, I always ate organic, and even my daughter. It's the most amazing thing that most of us are manifesting exactly what we want on such a level that we don't even recognize it. We do it so easily that we don't even know that we're actually manifesting the things that we want, because we're not giving it, we're not understanding that things that you really want, you naturally manifest. The other stuff, if it's hard to manifest, it's because not either it's A, you don't really want it, and I don't think that's what it is, or B, you just don't believe you can have it. It's not, and you're not making it important enough. You have to make this trip to Ghana the most important thing. You have to get a calendar and start crossing out every day that you get closer to Ghana. You have to talk about it to everyone. You have to let people know you're going. You got to start looking for suitcases, even in your mind, even if you just go shopping for your luggage, if that's what you need. What outfit are you going to wear? 7 days. Start planning what you're going to wear on Monday, Tuesday. Go back to the website and click the link and look at the itinerary so you know what kind of outfits you're going to be wearing. You know what I'm saying? What airline do you need to take? Do you need to book a little early to find out? It's the most amazing things. Like, when you want it, you got to act like you already got it. But I think about this, and it's like, what a gift, like waiting for me, as if the universe has your back too. That's why you got to ask for what you want to get it. As if the universe knew that the first situation was going to be a situationship, not a relationship. And the universe knew, like, this ain't going to last, but we're going to let you do this because this is your motivation to get you here, because I believe everything is divine. So I just have to tell you, like, do you really want to go to Ghana? I have to ask you that. Because if you really want to go to Ghana, then you got to start acting like you really want to go to Ghana. Now, Sadia, who is on, and I'll look at the description, I'm sure she's on the page. She is the one that's spearheading this whole entire, this luxury retreat in Ghana. She already, for my people that's watching, she already took off hundreds of dollars on the price for the week in Ghana. Because she asked me, do you think that we can do that as a gift? She's thinking, to your folks, because they are so loyal to you, can we take something off? That's manifestation. One of y'all manifested that. One of y'all said, I would love to go. Now let me tell you, the universe is going to give you what you want. Are you going to run away, or are you going to think it's some fluke? One of y'all, or many of y'all, said in your mind, I'm talking about, y'all didn't call her up and ask her. You didn't write her an email and ask her to lower the price. You mentally will do that. If it was a little cheaper, take off like $400 or $500, and then maybe I'll think about it. Well, she did that. She took off some money so that you can participate. It's like, don't you see that that's a sign that you're getting closer? If you were thinking that before I said it, and now you go to the website and you will notice the price differences, don't you know you did that? Don't you know how magical you are? That's your inspiration to keep going further, ladies. You can do this. We can do this. I did this. And even the house, I manifested that. Like, I would do it differently, and it was right near the beach. It was exactly, sometimes I think too, you better learn how to go with the flow when you manifest. Don't hold on to the manifestation even after it's shown itself to you. You got to be locked. Hold on. The idea is, yes, that it's going to be compromising. It's going to be drama involved. I learned a lot. There's different areas in this traveling to the DR where I lost a lot. Paid, just in different ways. The way I used to be with money, there's lovely ladies loved me and donated to me any courses really, but to travel, virtual travel with me, and I sold it inexpensively. And they already paid for it in bulk. There's no new products or services that you notice coming out, because I need to be authentic to my own craft and my own self, and I need to be authentic to you. And if my authenticity, I was giving it to you. But you are really all a game. Like, that's what you start to see. Like, you think you need to do this to get that. I need to struggle to make sure I talk about that. I'm going to give you a reason to go to Ghana. If you're on group, you won't worry about money. If it looks like you lost something, or you won't even think about it. You won't even notice it. More just keeps coming in. Manifestation is a lot of allowing, but it's also letting go. It's funny. It's allowing it to come the way I used to hold on. It's another thing too. Like, I haven't had my pocket since I've been here. Like, not really. Like, it just seems so abundant. How is that? How is it that I'm not going for like somebody? Of course you are, because you're not dealing with the hustle and bustle. You have time to just sit with yourself. But once, and it can just be across the street, and you just change your perspective in your environment, and your environment starts in your mind. So you change your mind, change your environment, you go somewhere else. You're going to manifest. Top that off. We're going to the place where your ancestors come from. The place you, the kind of depth in the place where the first men come from this continent called Ghana, which most likely, if you are here in the diaspora, then you're probably from West Africa and probably is from Ghana. Can you imagine the ancestors that's waiting for you to come to just to shower you with all those gifts? Can you imagine the power and the manifestation of going back to the motherland? That's a deep kind of stirring that your ancestors actually want you to come, that they want you to return, that your ancestors have everything to do with it, and now we're going straight to your ancestors. We're going to your ancestors. What? I'm sure teach to be there, and I need y'all to come so we can all do this together. I need y'all just as much as you need me. You know, tomorrow I want to do a shout out because I'm going to shout out all the people that donated to me on PayPal, and I just give thanks. $2 whatever, and it's a month. It's just dope. People, Cash App, I want to thank you. I personally get back to you, but PayPal was because you got so much to give. And you go over to this, we got in Africa. The only reason why I know that it's still ecstatic, I'm talking about hard. It's funny how I talk about who I am as an African woman. African is in the Dominican Republic, whether the Trinidad and Tobago, or whether the African is in Ghana. I will be denied, and I know that. You know, it feels so good to be black because the most of the world is color. You're gonna do way better out there than a lot of us are in the good old USA. I ain't mad at the USA, but hey, like it's the I mean, it's probably gonna be hard when I go back to the States and everybody's not dark. That's gonna blow my goddamn mind. I already the culture shock. We talk about the culture shock leaving your home country and going to another. Real culture shock is leaving the other, especially the black world, the black and brown world, and come on home. And I ain't seen pure, actually, but it was so funny. I live with a woman who is considered, they would consider, yet she's so, oh my God. Like I know the creator gave me that, like I'm gonna give you this white woman, and she knew. She apologized to me for slavery. She apologized to me. She apologized to me for what white people did to black people. That's what she said to me. This is some stirring stuff, serious manifestation. You can have whatever you want. You want to be served, you can be served. And you are, so, I mean, I'm letting you know that this African trip is very, very, very muy importante. What are you doing? We got to get there. But I do every time, like I go, I'll be like, my God, thank God I'm black. Like, because I mean, I don't know, like there's a pass that you get automatically. The belief that people have in you when you travel, when you're black, like I'm talking about the real people that live in the real place, there's a respect that they have for you. The world will tell you it's the opposite, but it's not what they look like. You know, you have a pass. And I don't care if people say, oh, they're going to treat you like an American. To a certain extent, it depends who you are. I'm a Ghana. I mean, like anything black, like I get all the blackness. I mean, Trinidad, African, like, and I love that. I love it's amazing, like, because it's coming to ways you never known. When I first got to Trinidad, again, it was an ex. I said it was the first time. The same guy that was cheating on me and introduced me to at that point, Mama Carmelita Taylor was my best friend. Buy you a ticket, a place so you can go anywhere around the world, choose anywhere around the world. And I wind up choosing Trinidad and Tobago. You don't know where they're coming from. We don't have a lot of time, and then we finally get like we plan our travels, we plan our vacation. We get much because reality is just not, and we feel go away, we still say, God dang it, I have to say I'm consciously going to, and then I'll travel. And you know, no, you're gonna have the titles. I know I got to get my titles. They're doing it. I promise you that I am full speed ahead now. You cannot stop me. I am not dead to complete, to keep a. God is thank you. Didn't have to go. That is the African in me. That is that strength and that black soil, black skinned people that's in me. You got to go because it will. That will preserve you and keep you going. Africa is the most important place really in the world, and everybody knows it. And everybody always, from the first contact of the European, they knew it was the most important place in the world. Extremely rich in natural resources, still in natural resources, still. And you are the ones that's supposed to come home. You're supposed to make it better. So at the same time, Dia says, but y'all, listen, you work too hard. Come get pampered by black folks, around black people, eating food made by black people, doing yoga with black people, doing spiritual class with black, and women coming together having a good time. This should be come true, and you can manifest it. I'm sitting after having a delicious meal. I just sit here sometimes and go, oh my God. And like I said, sometimes it's like never a moment. It's funny, before when I first came here, it was never a dull moment, but there was a lot that came with that fun. This one is, it's never a dull moment much we're doing. How how is that? That's some magic there. And I believe that when we hit that continent, people tell me it's anything in me like a filled by what you put in it. And I eat things, but not because I'm smart. No, I don't think so. Because I've opened myself up. So can you go to Africa? What is my life going to look like after that? There will be nothing will be the same. The game is over. They will know the ancestors that Queen Mother Goddess came home. Maybe I'll get a Queen Mother title this time. This was Blackberry Beauty for my ex-husband. Then it was Rosa Negra from the last man. What is it going to be when I get to the continent? And what is it going to be when you get there with me? Get there together, like Dr. King said, not for me, but the ancestors say, I may not get there with you, although they are there. But I seen the promised land, and you going there. And there's no more of a promise than to know that you are an African. You can go back and you can do it in a high posting way. You understand? You can do it in an upscale way. Like we deserve upscale. We deserve upscale clean. Let's be hitting our glasses because we doing this. So I really, okay. Hey, precious. Got to tomorrow, no later than Wednesday. I got to get you the description for next month. I love you. How are you? Hey, Angel, to you, Miss Calamar. Hola, Journey. Are you Journey? I'm keep girl. Did you get my message? Will you please be on my WhatsApp? Girl, I need you. I need you. Give me to talk to you. And I got to do it before this weekend. Hey, Island Essence, how you been? Greetings, Queen. Finally, I catch you live. I'm so happy. Lakeisha, hola, Sadia. Sadia is here. Sadia is the brilliant one. If you have any questions, Sadia can answer it. So, yes, good. Okay, Felicia already said hi, Sadia. Hey, Felicia. Sadia, hello at Felicia Brown. Felicia says Sadia. Jackie, hola. Hey, Jackie. Yeah, well, y'all give each other the greetings. Shanika says, hey, Jania. Hey, Jania. I guess your diet helps make your skin so amazing. I love it. You know what? Let me say this. That's a good. I think we should take 5. That's what they say. We should take 5 to talk about that. Um, it is. It's funny that I was saying that I shared this kind of briefly with my Patreon group video yet, but you don't get it. But just briefly, I said, and maybe I haven't said it on YouTube, is that's what I do. And when I'm home, my eating is on point. I probably fast more than I do anything else, right? I take long baths. I do sea salt, spirulina, these special soaps, and all this stuff. And then you come to the Caribbean, which can you imagine Africa, that tropical environment, and you don't do half them things that did, but your glow is so on point. That sea salt, that was the glow. You see them pictures on Instagram? Oh, Rosa underscore Nails Blanc, which is white rice, but it was coconut with visions and everything, fresh herbs from the garden. And yet, look, it still produces a glowing skin. It's love that's made with it. It's the walking in the sun. It's the general. It's the calmness of life. It's the abundance of fresh food. Whether it's more we doing the cacao, it's so amazing. And that's what Africa has to offer us too. It has all these beautiful natural ways to be beautiful for pennies on the dollar. And so that's why I think that was such a great question, isn't it amazing? I look at myself too and say, I think I'm losing weight. Like, what is going on? My bowel movements are off the goddamn chain. Everything is very once in a while. And we're going to be super sweating. Like so it's a great. It blows my mind personally speaking. When I get to Africa, my mind, I do think it's just the love and all of that good stuff. That's because I think that is wonderful. The rain don't last the rainy season. So nothing like that. It's been beautiful. It's wars in the 80s and the 90s. Amazing. Well, love you so much. She is beautiful just like you. Ah, muchas gracias. Thank you. The energy, right, of Marlene is just, I'm so blessed. Felicia, thumbs up. Angela, hey, and saludos. Hey, saludos, Audrey. I miss you. How are you? Jackie, I'm sorry that it was such a dimension, the session in the house you rented keeps coming in. It's a beautiful universe and the trusting in the universe and the trusting in your intuition, your wisdom, your spirit. You are yes, pretty. Thank you, TG. Do you have a you follow for manifestations? Cat, that's the next one. And I'm going to tell you when we're going to Facebook. Jackie says, how is the Wi-Fi, Lisa? My screen keeps freezing. I will go on and come back in. It's all about Korea. So dear ladies, hey, oh, I'm sorry. Does the trip include the flight? Lisa, Sadia, no. Sadia says, hi, Jacqueline the Visionary. It doesn't include flights, but once you're there, you won't need to spend another dime because we're taking care of everything else. That is, yes, that's the dream, a piece of heaven for us. Go ahead. Losing because of all the most of the health knowledge. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I know usually when it plays back, it should play back well, and I'm very, very sorry about the connection because on my end, we announced, so Sadia, so this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to double live stream so that you all can be on. If you're not subscribed to my and my channel is Lisa Marie Goodson on YouTube. I'm sorry, on Facebook. If you're not already Facebook, and also get on the live stream and be at the same time. And Kat, that's when I'm going to talk about the manifestation formula that I'll use. So to inspiration, we got to get you on a live stream. So Sadia, if you have a Facebook for the retreat on Facebook, we could actually next week on and people can ask questions. Tell me how you feel about that. I know everybody doesn't like on screen, but I hope that maybe you do. So DR, will there be a virtual travel 3 for the DR? A virtual travel 3? Yeah, because the third May, yes, it is going to be one for the DR. There is so much. You should have, y'all, everybody that's in my virtual travel for the DR, and it was virtual travel to DR for and other country in August. I left a lot of videos on and it talks about that. So yeah, but we will definitely be talking about in August. So we got one more to go. Okay, ladies. So yes. West Coast late. Okay, Fuchsia. Hey, girl. Sadia has a Facebook about the trip. I don't know. I'm asking her. Let me see what she says. Hola, Lisa Marie. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, tú. Jack, I can see a link from the virtual 3D. If you have it, would you come on? I can send videos to y'all. I can do audios. It's like a group within itself today. You can start feeling in the spirit. And I have to do that when I'm like, okay, so my group, the groups for the virtual travel, but when I do you donate, that's a donate through Facebook. Facebook has a Facebook page. Me and Jackie use it all the time. It's a wonderful, easy thing to do and easy. And the most important and the one that a lot of you use is I'm leaving this video for all of it. You can just donate straight to my PayPal and it helps me to get it. So you know how you used to donate here for Super Chat? You can actually just donate to the PayPal and it makes it so much. Tomorrow, I wrote everybody's name down in your donation. I'm not going to read donations you gave, but I'm going to shout out everybody that gave a donation in hopes that you will be inspired as well. 5 or 10 don't matter. 20 and 100 matter too. 300 and 500 matter. And it's a great gift. So I appreciate y'all. And I hope you appreciate this. I know you do. And it's not even about that. I just want you to be happy. Like I when you say, oh, you know, Lisa Marie was in the DR and she was giving it. She was like, you know what? So this is the classes that I know. It's funny when me and Sadia got this together. And I was like, Lisa, you know, I want to do this Ghana. I want you to host the retreat, and I think it'll be great. And she was like, would you be doing live streams? I totally forgot she asked me that. And Spirit just said to me, it's not about them just manifesting this Ghana trip. It's about them manifesting anything. That's why, Kat, when you asked about the formula, there is a formula I think we should go a route. And I think that we need some structure. So the formula is going to be tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go to Blackberry Beauty Academy. Just wait there, and I'll be live streaming on that channel, that page, Facebook, as well as Lisa Marie Goodson. Lisa Marie Goodson, if you want to be a part of what I did, is actually in the way you think that what you is bargaining. I have to do this in order to do that. Remember, you come home and you might complain about your job, and a child that don't know any better, but the child does know better, but we don't think so. And the child go, well, mommy, if you don't like it, quit. And you be like, I can't quit my damn job. Who put the clothes on your back? And see, this is the belief that I can't. You know what I'm excited about traveling, and traveling located, meaning that I can live anywhere in the world and still, is that I could teach y'all how to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. Like, I want y'all to do this. I want you to come here. This is not fun yes, okay, it's fun, but it'd be more fun with y'all. We can do this together. But go, I think that Ghana trip is gonna like open out of us. It's almost like it's a cell block. There's a key, and once that we go to that continent, I remember when I was younger, and adults that my mother used to know, or people on TV or stars would talk about going to Africa, a lot of times Ghana, and they would say that they didn't know they would experience that. Once they got off the plane, they wept hard and they kissed the ground. Like, what? I think there's fear around it. And we're going to talk about in the weeks to come, like really unpacking the fear of going to the continent. The fear, first of all, as conscious as many of us are, we heard a lot of negative things. The dark, oh no, I don't want my nails to get messed up. My nails is doing, here, look at them pretty nails. Oh, what? Okay, but we've heard things like the dark, right? That you're gonna get sick. It's the dark continent. It's like all these scary things. Now, if you're over that, you're smarter than that. It's a big lie. Then you hear things about, well, is it safe or is it clean, or all these things that are so fearful. I think for me, I'm past all that. I know that none of that is it. For me, I think it's the power of it, the magnitude. But Spirit said, you are afraid of power when you are so powerful. You are afraid of that which you come from. Girl, please. And I'm like, you're right. I'm not scared. I'm ready. I'm more ready than I've ever been. And Sadia comes into my life at this time that I'm traveling. I don't know, Sadia, I think you talked about this trip to Ghana with me before I had left for DR this time. So talk about manifestations. They stack on each other. One creates another. All right, ladies, I don't want to keep you all night. It's already almost an hour, and I'm surprised. I was like going to do 30 minutes and get out, but you can't. That's too hard for me. And I love y'all with all of my heart, everything inside of me. This food, y'all, let me tell you about this food. And I know in Ghana it's going to be the same. The bowel movements you have is incredible. And health is all about the bowel movement. People think it's just about the food, but it's about the bowel movement. Most people think certain foods, it's like the thing, and I'll talk about this tomorrow. The one thing that I will say and I've been preaching health for a long time, is they got all these foods that you shouldn't eat. I don't know if it's as much of the food. I think it's the quality of the foods. It's a lot of no in the United States. You can't do this, and you can't have that, and you shouldn't eat that. Even us as black, so-called health advocates, we're always saying no. Everything you're doing is wrong. You're gonna eat that food and die. But then it's like, is that the reality only in the States or in the so-called first world countries? Because you come to these so-called developing countries or third world countries, that's what the people say here, so I'm just gonna say how they say it. And you sit there and you're not doing half the things you were doing, but yet you're healthier, you're more glowing, you're not gaining weight, your bowel movements are amazing. People say the rice will stuff you up, but my bowel movements be like, hey, what's up? Because there's so many herbs and spices and things are so much more natural. And I think that that's why you want to get to Ghana. That's why we want to get to Africa, because we need to experience that for once in our lives, what it is. And I have to say, as much as I'm pumping to Ghana. I'm pumping to Ghana, but I'm gonna tell you, it's everywhere. I had a friend, and he was talking about how he went to Mexico, and he ate on the beach. He ate the food from the beach. He said he ate meat every day, because he's a big guy, meat eater, Southern boy. But he never. That's that fresh air. That's not being scared of the sun. Amazing. And that's my secret here. People ask me, I stays up in the sun. You understand? I stays up in the seawater, or I'm in the mountains. I'm sitting in the air. I'm getting that breeze. It's deeper. And I feel like the Caribbean is like the microcosm of the macrocosm. happen to us if we hit the first of the earth. So let me cover myself up. That on that note, this the hints idea. It'd be nice if we actually, during one of the weeks, we'll all make us a insect repellent that'll help us to prepare. You want to talk about formulas, cat? We're gonna be doing it. Make our own insect repellent out of natural products. I'm gonna do it live in my next destination. I will do it live. I promise y'all. Okay. Thank you, because you asked such great questions. I'm sorry. I could go on and on and on and on and on. Okay. I definitely lady's name for the shea butter. I think it was Donna something. Donna Loves. Can't remember the rest of the name. I will actually send her information to you as well as stuff as well. The discovery of cocoa butter, that's why I'm products. I could imagine how the shea butter is straight from the continent. I know the Africans say they bring it straight, but can you imagine just the tree to the dang your skin? This is going. We gonna be so far. We gonna be so beautiful. Oh my God. Okay. I'm so excited. Oh, Lisa, will you be on at 7 p.m. tomorrow? Yes, Miss Jackie, I'll be on 7 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time tomorrow about the formula that Kat asked about. I think it's very important. Did you use the word formula? You didn't use formula, but you used a word similar to that. Hey, Joyce Pot, Miss Costa Rica. Joyce, every time I think of you, I think of Costa Rica. So that's a good thing. Hello, Queen. So proud, living your life out loud. Thank you. Good night, Queens. Good night, Angela. The manna from the motherland, Ghana, right? Come on, Felicia. Sadia says the insect repellent sounds, yeah, we're going to make us a natural insect repellent so we can get ourselves ready, honey, so we won't have no problems. But see, Sadia done roughing it. This ain't the in the bush and you got to, no, 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 no. This is what I'm trying to tell you. We're not just gonna do Africa. We're gonna do it high post. We're gonna be like, yes, y'all, this, and I'm sure looking forward to it. At my age, house is like what? Amazingly and beautiful. So that's what we attract. So I'm gonna leave you with some words of every time you see something good. So if you see something you like, you wish, near the beach that I could walk to, that's what I attract. This beautiful palace with this queen in this house that is treating you your excitement. I think about this when a man gives you a compliment and he looking like and that's just what you attract. That's what Sadia has set up for us, so that we could feel rich and we could feel luxurious, deserving, and we could feel pampered. Queen, I just want to thank you because I don't know if I heard nobody really say we're gonna go to Ghana. We're gonna do a luxury because I just think it's so cool to have a luxurious, pampered Ghana excursion. So, ladies, we are at the 1 hour mark. Don't you love when I say estoy cansada, like that means I'm tired. And then I'll be like, boom, because I was trying to go through it and I was doing the little formula. The formula thing is gonna be good. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. It's gonna be good. But for a second, all I did was I just stopped and had to give thanks. And then the giving thanks, because I was like, well, wait a second, did I just gonna have this sopa? Oakland, do you feel what I'm saying? Or from Dominica here or to Trinidad, every place I go, I leave it better than I found it. And that's what you do. You got to vibe. This woman has not like making it. She's so happy. We have a house guest here. He's a young man. And she said, you think he's going to like the sopa? He's men. The influence that we have on others. Be your loving, amazing, bubbly self. Like that spirit that we have that is young inside. That anybody describes me as anything other than loving and then generous or giving, they're lying. See your light and understand that light is your vibration. It is actually and it picks up other energy waves that's just like it. But sometimes the energy waves, your energy is so up and stand it. They don't even understand it. And a lot of times we don't understand it. We want to control it, or we want to own it, or we want to use it. We don't know how to embrace it because we're so far from the light sometimes. But when you were in the pot, that's just going to be there for you, loving and giving. Beautiful night. Let me get the last comments that I can give. Miss Jackie, y'all got to tell you something. This is where Ancestry said my family is from Ghana, Benin, Togo, and West. You go ahead, girl. And I know it. Miss Jackie, I want to shout you out. Always the most resilient, the most change physically, mentally, spiritually. She having a nervous breakdown. She don't know what she's doing. She making poor choices. Unless you think I'm cray-cray. I am. I think the society and the way it's operated is freaking crazy. I think that being a menopausal woman, if you will, going into the crone age, having this gray. I think it does change that hormonal shift that happens during menopause. Like I said, I don't get hot flashes anymore. All that is overnight sweats. But that hormonal shift is our goddess. Is the if she don't go out there in the world and she don't live her life, she's gonna really go crazy, fall on her ass maybe sometimes, or it didn't quite work out the way you thought it was gonna work out. It worked out for her. It's just the place. I know the 50 thing. Something happened with the 50 thing. I couldn't do the same thing I was doing before, and I'm going to get it. And Ghana is we going. I tell everybody. See, I already know. I planned it. October, I will not be in the country of the U.S. I'm not talking this trip down because I need you to come, of course, so that we can actually have a trip and I have somebody to talk to when we do these classes. But I don't talk the trip down. I talk mañana stuff somewhere. No, mañana será otro día. Tomorrow's another day. All right, Queens, have a good. Hey, Stephanie, haven't seen anyone on YouTube that's as transparent as you. I respect that. Oh, I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for rolling with me. It's fun. It's a fun journey, and I'm taking you with me. All right, beautiful Queens. Play on anybody that missed it because you said that we was having some technical difficulties that I didn't notice on my end, but please play it back and let me get off. Hey, Lisa, as Stephanie, but totally agree. Oh, hey, Abby, beautiful Abby. Abby is one of my Patreon queens. We're going to have to call that Patreon group something else, y'all. Because the Patreon, I don't know, they just don't, no, that don't have no soul. We're going to have to call it something else, okay? I'll think about it. Something. We'll make it work. All right, ladies, I love you. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow night, we will be talking about the formula of how I feel like steps to manifestation that I use, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook. So if you are not a friend, which we're about to change that Facebook name, but not right now, you can go to Blackberry Beauty Academy, the same name as the YouTube that you're on right now, on Facebook, and you just get over there and Wake will be in the house so we could do it. Okay, have a beautiful evening, ladies. See you on Facebook Live tomorrow. Yes, and Sadia, give me a little reminder tomorrow. I actually put an alert on my phone, not that I know how to do that or anything, but Sadia, give me a little reminder so I'll be ready, and I'll let the ladies know I'm not doing anything tomorrow night, or my friends. Okay, it's going to be on Facebook, Lisa and I. Yes, tomorrow. So, Jackie, you're already on my Facebook, Lisa Marie Goodson. So, just tune in on that 7 p.m. tomorrow, and everybody else, tune in on the other Facebook page. They're simultaneously. It'll be all live. It's called Blackberry Beauty Academy on Facebook. It's the so-called business page, and I'll see you then. And Patreon people, I got a video for y'all. It's answering one of the questions from the poll we did. So I'll put it up a little later tonight. Love you, Queens. I'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great night. You Beverly, I got a video for y'all on the Patreon. So get ready for that. I love you, ladies, and I'll see you in the next video. A girl got to go pay a bill. That's what we used to say in New York, like when you had to go to the bathroom, it's like, I got to go pay a water bill. Anyway, it's just a New York thing. I love you, ladies. See you tomorrow. Hasta mañana.